Hey y'all, welcome back to the table in SFC, man. I'm your host, Mr. Moore. Hey, we got a good one for you today. This is the 49th show. So we're going to start with the 49ers first because we're going to dedicate this to the 49ers because last night we looked at horrible. Lost to the Broncos. We looked like we had Missouri State out there or something last night. Man, I say, these boys is crazy. But this is the 49th show. We're going to dedicate this one to the 49ers. It's a special show today. I got a lot to talk about. It's been a while. I know I miss y'all too, but we're going to start kicking it in right now, baby. So we're going to start off with the 49ers. Just like I said, it's the 49th show, 49th podcast. It's my 49th podcast. So we're going to get it going. We're going to start out with the schedule, with the 49ers schedule, because this is crucial this year, because this is maybe one of the easiest schedules we didn't had in years since Jimmy G was on the team, Jimmy Garoppolo. And I feel in my heart, y'all can tell me, y'all can send me some messages or whatever. Y'all can tell me in your heart how many games you think we can win out of 17. I'm finna just run the teams down to the table, and I'm gonna give you what I think we should be. Our wins should be projected. I don't know. Seasons ain't started. Even though we looked at trash yesterday against the Denver Broncos, but this is what I see when if Christian McCaffrey stay healthy, Kittles, Jennings getting there, IU come back sixth, seventh, eighth week off the injured list. I think we should do some good thing with Parcells. Don't forget Parcells. We had St. Brown, right? Big wide receiver, 62 games. Little, he got hands too, and he big, but he hurt. He on IR right now. If I'm Shanahan or the offensive coordinator or whoever worked out the wide receiver coach or whoever, I'm starting Tyreek Owens because it's in his blood. He can't do nothing but shine. He can't do nothing but rise. I'm putting in Tariq Owens, Terrell Owens' son, to fill that void for St. Brown. But we finna go through the 17 games. Week 1, we got the Seahawks. We should beat the Seahawks. Our rivalries, we should get them. We got them week 1. Week 1, we should get them. Week 2, we got the Saints. We should get the Saints. I'm watching the Saints upstairs earlier playing the Chargers. They fumbling the ball all over the place, so we should do some things. Now, then we got the Saints the third game. The second game, we got the Cardinals. The Cardinals. I don't know, man. It seemed like the Cardinals beat us once a year, every year. But they don't look like they're going to be any good this year. Fourth game, we got the Jaguars. Get out of here. Who they got over there now? They got one guy, Hunter, the boy out of Deion Sanders' camp, Hunter. Yeah, he might can do something, but that's all they got because the quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, he ain't even really stepping his game up. So, fifth game, we got the Rams. Now, the Rams, we got to watch out for the Rams. You remember they almost beat Philly. They almost beat Philly last year in that playoff game, and they was in the cold. So I say, and they played in the dome. Just imagine if they would have had home field advantage on Philly. I think they would have beat Philly last year, man. They probably was the one when they went to the Super Bowl. But your boy back aching right now, Stafford. So we don't know what he's gonna do. But he only 37, man. They gonna make him heal. He gonna heal quick. He practicing on Monday. I heard. I seen some bottom line on him on ESPN. He gonna be practicing drills Monday. Sixth game, we got the Bucks. Now, this boy done stepped his game up crazy. Quarterback for the Bucks, man. This boy, he's showing improvement these last 2 seasons. He really got it going. He really got it going. That's gonna be a tough one, but we could get them too though, because they got him. I think Mike Evans retired or something like that. They only got one wide receiver now, and then they got a tight end too though. But I'm gonna have them names for y'all on a later date before we play them Bucks, man. Them Buccaneers. I'm a Buccaneer too though, but I'm a Balboa Buccaneer. Week 7, we got the Falcons. Pettit and them. He can run a little bit. He can throw a little bit. They like a team that's coming up, like on a They kind of like a AFL team or something. They remind me like an AFL team. They really ain't. But you never know. You never know. Eighth game, we got the Texans. D'Amico Ryans and them, they know how to play too. Them boys got some defense. They had hitters, man. The quarterback took a drop off last year, but this year because he was killing his first year, first 2 years, first year he was killing. Ninth game, we got the Giants. Russell Wilson. He always try to kill us. When he was with the Seattle, he was trying to kill us all the time. He a little, but he ain't no running quarterback no more. He trying to throw the ball. So, and he throw interceptions too. So we should. Week 10, we play the Rams again. So that's gonna be another game to watch. Week 11, we play the Cardinals again. I want to beat the Cardinals 2 times this year. We need to beat the Cardinals 2 times this year, period. Straight up. I'm tired of Shanahan losing to little Mighty Mouse running around. We can't guard nobody. Then a running back running all over our linebackers. Oh, Fred Warner, we extended this guy, man. Every time Fred Warner play that Connor, the running back Connor be all in his chest with the mid of his helmet. I'm Fred Warner. This year, you got to stop Connor, baby. For real, for real. That's your assignment when we play them. That is your assignment when we play the Cardinals these 2 times. 12th game, we got the Panthers. Let's see what the little quarterback do. For the Panthers, can he step his game up? Is he gonna turn back to them Alabama championship days, or what he gonna do? I don't know, man. That dude kind of little, but they saying he's improving. I seen a few practice highlights, and they saying he's doing real good. But they always say that. Let's see. Week 13, we got the Browns. Who gonna be starting? Who is it? Sanders. Who is it? I seen Sanders the other day. He looked good. He looked like Mr. Irrelevant to me, but he came in looking good. You know who Mr. Irrelevant is? Brock Purdy. He came in looking real good, throwing the ball, ain't taking no sacks. He know when to run. He know when to, pat down. He know how to put his foot in the turf. So, hey, I'm telling you. But I think that's gonna be a good game. Good game. Myles Garrett. We just gotta watch out for Myles Garrett. I think they still kept who was the running back over there? I forget his name. Not Chubb. Is it Chubbs? I think it is Chubb. I think they kept Chubb, so I think he's gonna be running this year. If I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me though. Don't quote me. Then we got the Titans. They got that number 1 quarterback taken. We gonna see what he could do. He could run. He could pass. That boy from Miami, right? Yeah. He could run. He could pass. So the Titans, but they ain't. I don't know they wide receiver. I don't know who he gonna be throwing the ball to. I don't. So that I like that game for us. Number 15, game 15, we got the Colts. Richardson just got hurt the other day, so I guess they gonna start the rookie that they got. I don't know, man. The Colts gotta start a rookie, but they ain't got nobody else. So what they gonna do? With us. I feel we could do a lot against the Titans. The Colts, against the Colts. Game 15, the Colts, 15. Game 16, we got the Bears. Now, the Bears got some defense this year. They got some defense, and they got a little O-line. I think they picked a couple O-linemen, and they, brung some from a couple different teams. But the Bears, they say the Bears going to be, but the Bears ain't been good since I forget his name. That linebacker was there. That was the last time I think they went to the playoffs. I forget the linebacker that was there holding down the defense for them when they went to the playoff. But that was years ago. What was that? 10, 12 years ago, something like that. I don't know. Don't quote me. Google it for yourself. And then the last game of the season, we got the Seahawks again. So I'm hopeful. Now, I'm counting these. I'm only counting the 2 games versus the Rams because I know how good they is. And maybe the Bucks. I'm counting losses, L's. So I'm saying we're going 13-4. We should go 15-2 if everybody stay healthy. Everybody stay healthy. Even if you miss a game or two, but you coming back. We should go at least 30. This is one of the easiest schedules since Jimmy G was here with us. And I say 13-4. That's me. Y'all tap in. Y'all see what y'all look at the schedule for yourself. Tell me how y'all feel. Because yesterday I felt like Shanahan. It was like he had his poker face on, and I ain't playing nobody, man. I don't even. I ain't putting nobody in. It's too risky because of last year. Everybody was hurt. You sneezing on dudes, man. They was getting hurt, man. You know what I'm saying? Dudes was coming out the tunnel, man, slipping, getting hurt, man. I get out of here, Shanahan. And that's another thing, man. Under Shanahan belt, man, we've been hurt too much. Too much. We've been hurt since Jimmy G been here. Bosa been hurt 2 times. All our key players just been hurt. Kittles, even Brock been hurt. When they chicken wing demon. So this year we gotta focus on staying healthy. Focus on We already got the playbook. We need some doctors to come in there and tell us how we can stay. If that means stop drinking Hennessy and go to bed at 9:00 or 8:30 or whatever that is, man, we gotta do it, man, for real. Because last year was a straight nightmare for me, because I do a lot with the 49ers, like as far as the games go. I be doing spreads and I be trying to win, man. I just don't be talking about them. I really be trying to win. Like I said, I got them going 13-4. They should go 15-2 if everybody is healthy. I feel like we already starting the season hurt anyway. We know Brandon Ayuk ain't gonna be there. So that's why I said Shanahan should start Tyreek Owens. What you got to lose? He can catch the ball. He ain't as fast as his daddy, but he right there. His dad was super fast, super hands, but Tyreek got hands. So let's get it going, So I think they saying Brandon Ayuk gonna play after like 6 or 8 games. So let's see what that. If is he working out right now? Is he working out or is he still rehabbing? That's what I don't know, because that's not what they saying. They saying he gonna be on the Pope list until this week, but they not saying he working out. I guess they gonna announce that once the regular season really starts. The commentators and media start asking Shanahan, when is Ayuk getting back, baby? But we definitely need Allen Iverson arm Ayuk, baby. That boy got the monkey arms, like Allen Iverson arms be way down to his calves. They catch a ball anywhere in the air. Plus he got hops too. I expect Lenore, you better have a good season. I expect you to step it up big, man. You got to step it up, Lenore, for real, man. Everybody love you, Lenore. You just act like we don't love you, but we love you, man. You got to do more social media stuff too, man. Let the people know how you feel, man, about San Francisco. Let them know, And you got a heavy hitter too playing beside you, Mustafa. Malik Mustafa. Mustafa, baby. Hey, if y'all stay healthy, y'all should be hitting this season. People should be scared to run the ball on us this year. With Bosa, they should be scared. They should be scared. Y'all should be hitting hard. Let Bosa pressure the QB. Fred Warner, man, you gotta. I'm so tired of you, man. I think I did a podcast about 2 months ago on how I was disappointed in how your performance. I just don't know. I feel that they sleeping on our cornerback positions right now. I feel they sleeping on them. I really can't. Everybody is professional. Everybody already in the league. I trust. I trust our defensive coordinator Salah. He know what he's doing, and I guarantee you this year we're gonna be hitting way better than we was 2 years ago without him. And last year when everybody got, we couldn't do nothing because everybody was hurt. But I feel with Salah back, we're gonna have a good defense. You know, I I looked at the roster and I was wondering. I said the first position I wanted to look at was the kicker, the field goal kicker, and the extra point kicker. And guess who's still on there? Jake Moody. This dude gonna get Shanahan fired. I don't even know why he's still on the team. I, the dude in the last 2 years, to me, he lost the Super Bowl. To me, he missed that extra. He lost it. You, that 1 point was the 1 point that we needed to win in regulation. In regulation. And he missed it. He missed it. Even if Patrick Mahomes comes down, scores, they still down one. We hold the ball. We going to Disneyland, baby. But that didn't happen. Jake Moody is still on the team, y'all. Wow. I can't stand this guy. This is my team too. But this guy right here, the Jacksonville Jaguars got a better kicker than him. The Tennessee Titans, they got a better kicker than him. I think everybody got a better kicker than us. Everybody. Everybody. Feet down to the floor. Telling you. I mean, I just don't understand why he's still on the team. We couldn't get nobody. We couldn't call Messi up. Hey, Messi, man, come kick some out field goals for us, man, this season, man. We trying to go to the Super Bowl. We got one of the easiest schedules. Messi, we going to pay you 1 year, baby. 1 year. You still could play soccer, man, on the weekdays. But on Sunday, Monday, Thursday, you got to come play for us, man. You got to come kick the ball. When I watched the game against the Broncos yesterday, it was one bright spot. One bright spot. And that was Jordan Watkins, that wide receiver. He looked good for the first preseason game for the foot. He looked good to me. He looked like he got hands, little wheels on him. He was moving around real good, you know. Man. The backup quarterbacks that we got after Brock Purdy, I don't even know how they still serviceable, man. They stealing money, man. They garbage. How does Shedeur Sanders go way in the last round, come out for the Browns, go out there and win a game, and these guys been in the league for years? I was watching that game and this flew through my mind. If they don't want Deshaun Watson in Cleveland, they got to give him his whole $200 million, and then they can waive him. And then we go ahead and give him $2 million. Come sit on the bench for us, man. Just in case after Brock, wouldn't you like to have him? Deshaun Watson healthy, and if Purdy gotta, do something, whatever. He got to sit down or whatever, and Deshaun Watson come in. Deshaun Watson is all pro for real, but he just got to get healthy. But I don't think they're going to keep him in Cleveland. I don't know. I mean, we're going to see. We're going to see. Because he should be the starter if he's healthy, period. He better than all them quarterbacks, But we got to see what Shedeur Sanders look like. Shedeur Sanders look good. And that's prime son, so he got it. And his DNA is ball. I feel if Shanahan don't get it done this year, we need to make a decision on his future with the team, man. We gotta make a decision on his future because he holding us hostage, man. Because to me, it's been the same thing since his tenure. We go to the NFC Championship. We go to the Super Bowl. We losing. We lose. We getting hurt. That's the main thing. We getting hurt a lot, and then we go to the Super Bowl. We losing. We going to the NFC Championships. We losing. I just feel like they Lynch need to sit down with him, man, and say, hey, if not now, then when? This is an easy schedule right here, And Philadelphia is good. Yeah, Philly is good. Philadelphia is real good. I don't think that should matter because our style is way different than the Rams or Kansas City. Like we really got it. Like we always got a good team. We fast, we young, talented, smart. We've been cutting down the flags lately. These last 2 years, the flags, the referees ain't been messing with us these last 2 years. I hope they don't mess with us this year. Because sometimes they come out and they mess with us big. But I hope. It seems like all the teams in the Bay Area get hated on. Except Oakland, the Raiders and the A's. But the Giants, the Warriors, the Niners, always getting the refs be killing the Warriors. Always. And the refs be killing the Niners. Well, the last 2 years it's been okay, for the Niners. But they be killing us. Okay, we gonna switch up. We gonna push forward, man. We gonna talk about the Warriors. Just a trade because we ain't been doing nothing. The Warriors ain't been trading for nobody. I don't know if they. Now, when I say this, people might start. Don't hate me for saying this. Do not hate me for saying this, because I didn't like this dude because we played against this dude in multiple championships, and we always competing. That's if it ain't him and Curry, it's like, LeBron. They keep saying LeBron want to play with Curry. He want to come to the Warriors. Well, that's what in people's minds. But I'm gonna tell you like this: I ain't got no problem with if you want to get 2 more rings, because you and Curry can get 2 rings right now. Y'all can win. Y'all can beat OKC together. LeBron, Curry, Draymond Green, and Jimmy Butts with Buddy Hield and Kuminga. Well, they might get rid of Kuminga if LeBron want to come. They might send Kuminga to LA with Doncic and what's the boy name that just came over there? Ayton. That'll be a squad over there. But yeah, if LeBron, hey baby, you want to get another ring, baby? You gotta come with us. You gotta come with the sharp assassin. You gotta come with the bulldozer, Draymond Green. And then you got to come with Sweet Jimmy, baby. Sweet Jimmy. You got to come over there if you want one. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that one. That take right there. That LeBron and Steph Curry on the same team. Even though LeBron is 40. Even though the man is 40 years old, he's still averaging 25, 5, and 5. God. That's at 40. Wow, that's big. 40? Still averaging 25, 5, and 5? Oh, my God. That's crazy. But I was saying that to say this. The Chicago Bulls is thinking about sending Josh Giddey to the Warriors. Now, this dude can ball. Josh Giddey can ball, man. He remember, he came over from OKC, but they sent him away because they got the taller boy. I forget his name. Number 3 on the OKC, the tall guy, but I forget his name. I'm back fresh on the podcast. I should have wrote all the names, but I forget his name. And they panned out right. They won the championship last year. They got rid of Giddey and they got him. So they made the right move, but Josh Giddey, bro, though. If he came to the Warriors, he'd be nice. He'd be nice because he can run around just like Curry. He can move around. He don't even really need the ball in his hands where he could just be on a pass, shoot, cut. He can do that because he already do that right now. He could really be on a pass, shoot, cut. I was watching something. What was that? Like, I don't know if that was 3 weeks ago. I was watching the WNBA, and it shocked me because the ladies was wearing pay me, like pay me shirts, pay me when I'm old or something. And I'm like, are y'all looking at the seats in the stands? They're not filled. They're not filled up. Now, if those seats was filled up and they were selling a box of popcorn to each person in there, yeah, you can get your money. If they were selling Coors Light to a quarter of the stadium, yeah, you can get your money. If they were selling some hot dogs or the food that they got in the stadium to half the people, to half the seats in the stadium, yeah, they could pay you. But y'all just thinking this is all like just because it's commercials about the WNBA and the television give them a contract to, them contracts ain't big enough to be paying y'all all 3, 4, 5, 10 million, best player, 50 million. It's y'all not selling out. Y'all look, food sells more than anything. Food and drink. Everybody gotta eat food and drink. Even the fishes down in the ocean to the abyss. Food and drink is where the money at. Now, if you got a quarter of the stadium filled up, how many people was that? 8,000? 7,000? 6,000? Come on. No. They don't owe you nothing because you're not really selling nothing. You're only selling yourself. But how many people was invested in y'all? Most of these girls ain't even got no shoe deals or nothing. That's where you're going to get your money at. And then in the same token, at that same time, the article came back up about the Big Three, Ice Cube's Big Three League. And Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese name was mentioned. And Angel Reese was mad because Ice Cube offered Caitlin Clark $5 million to play instead of just going into the WNBA. He was like, come play in the Big Three. And it's less games and blah, 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 blah. But see, I seen the logic to that. Because Angel Reese, she can't hit no 4-pointer. Caitlin Clark can hit a 4-pointer. And that's what the Big Three is about. They got the 4-point line. They got the free throws is worth 2 points. It's all about the game. Dunks, 4-pointers, 3-pointers, defense. Angel Reese can be down low, but who's she going to guard down low? Them boys is big down there, man. Them OGs, they used to play in the league. They ain't even OG. They got Dwight Howard in the league. She can't guard no Dwight Howard. Get out. Dwight Howard be dunking all over, putting his booty all in her stomach. Get out the way. See, Caitlin Clark going to play outside the arc, inside the little bit inside the paint, 2 feet inside the, Angel Reese can't do that. So Ice Cube is a genius. But don't hate on him because he offered her something that he didn't offer you because she can do way more. Well, not way more because you can rebound, you can shoot at the bucket, but you can't D them dudes up that's in that Big Three. But she can at least guard outside the 3-point line, And if somebody trying to back her down, she can go guard the person outside the key or outside the 3, while somebody else take her matchup if they try to go, back her down. See, it's a whole different world. Don't be mad at Ice Cube just because he said, I will pay Caitlin Clark $5 million. She ain't even got to go to the WNBA because she can hit the 4-pointer. And that's what Ice Cube about. That's why he made the league, the 4-pointer, baby. Shouts out to Ice Cube too, man. Keep doing your thing, baby. We all love you, man. You magnificent, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's now. I wanna go back to Shedeur Sanders. I wanna go back to Shedeur Sanders. I, to me, they really, really, really played this young man. I'm gonna tell you why. If that, I'm not being, don't, I'm not trying to be racial with this, but y'all can tell me what y'all think. Y'all can comment down below. I'm gonna put something on TikTok later too. Y'all can comment on TikTok with this one. I'm gonna put a little shot of this one on TikTok. If that was a white, look, what round did Eli Manning go in? Y'all Google that for me, man. Tap in with me, man. I should have wrote that down. I should have looked that up, but it wasn't the fifth. I don't think. I mean, it wasn't the last round. You see what I'm saying? Just because that was Deion Sanders' son, they played him just because Deion got swag. Deion got swag. You know, but it's a word called nepotism. Nepotism means, he just in the league because his dad was good or whatever. Nepotism, you know. Huh? Y'all use that on all these other players. Nepotism. Y'all use them in both leagues. NFL, NBA, baseball too. You got Guerrero Jr. over there whacking stuff. Remember Guerrero? His daddy used to be whacking stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he whacking. They brought him over on nepotism, and they gave him a chance, and now he good. That's why I'm hoping for Tariq Owens to do his thing too. And that ain't no such thing as really nepotism. You got to prove your point, man, in these major leagues, man. These leagues is major, man. Baseball, football, basketball, soccer is up there, you know. But these three leagues is major, you know. And it's a lot of nepotism in these three leagues. A lot of juniors in the league, a lot of sons, that ex-players, but why do that to Sanders? And it gave me goosebumps to watch him play, because I'm thinking about all the GMs that passed up on him and the owners, and they had an article out last week about the GM throwing somebody else under the bus, saying I wasn't gonna even pick Sanders. That was him. Now look at you. Now don't take the credit though. Don't take the credit. Don't take the credit when he get in there killing. Matter of fact, if he take y'all to the playoffs this year, don't even give him 5. Don't hug him. I don't want Shedeur Sanders to hug him or nothing. Nothing. I ain't gonna even say his name. But look, don't hug that dude, Sanders. Shedeur. Don't. I know his daddy telling him the same thing. When you start killing, son, and you see that guy, look the other way. Look, I would. Me personally, I would. Because it's like, don't smile in my face now. I told you I was wrong. I showed you I was wrong. I was in Colorado. I think the last dude that came out of Colorado was, what was his name? That running back. Salam, what was his name? Salam. Played for the Bears or something, right? Am I wrong? Salam played for the Bears. He got in a lot of trouble right now, though. I mean, a couple years ago, but yeah. That was I think that was the last dude to come out of Colorado, if I'm not mistaken. There probably been some defensive tackles and offensive tackles coming up out of there, but I don't know. But that was the last good dude right there, I might be, was that Salam? I think that was Salam, the running back. Yeah, I think that was. But, if they cut Shedeur Sanders, I know I'm reaching. So I already talked about Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson coming. But if they cut either Deshaun Watson or Sanders, the Niners should pick either or up, especially if they cut Sanders. Pick him up. Because he just like Brock Purdy. I told y'all a couple shows back that Brock Purdy reminded me of Dak Prescott when they put Dak Prescott in for Tony Romo. Came in looking good, killing. Can throw the ball on time, know when to throw the ball. Shedeur Sanders threw a ball in the end zone the other day, and it was through two defenders. The boy was right. A defender was on both sides of the receiver, and the wide receiver it was perfect. Like he was throwing it in a machine. The machines that go across the field like that. It's like he was just throwing it in a circle like in a machine. What? That's how impressive that throw was to me. I was like, it looked like he just threw that in one of them quarterback machines that be on the field with the wheels. He looked good. Shouts out to Shedeur Sanders, man. Thank you, baby. Now let me go back to the WNBA because I was kind of mad when they was doing that. Along with you not selling the food and selling the drink, y'all game ain't that great. It's no dunking. It's all jump shots and layups. It's no moves. It's like one or two girls that got moves in the WNBA. Stiff dribbling. Yeah, y'all doing y'all thing. Y'all getting paid. Y'all on a national stage and platform to do y'all thing. They got commercials during y'all games. They selling the product as best as they can. But don't be coming like, man. It was worse when they first started. We used to have this girl named Brandy Reed that used to play for Balboa. She made it to the WNBA. She used to play for Minnesota. She played for Minnesota, and I think her salary was like $50,000 then. $50,000. Now they paying y'all $500,000. So they giving you 10 times more than what they used to get back in the day. And that was in like 98, 99. So now, 20-something years later, you girls is getting paid 10 times more. Just calm down. Take your endorsements. Keep it in the bank. Or invest in gold or whatever y'all got to do. And then you're going to make your money. Because eventually they're going to end up, the salary going to keep rising. Because I don't like to see ladies be greedy like that. Because ladies are already greedy. You know what I'm saying? Husbands know this. Boyfriends know this. They keep their money in their pocket. They want to spend yours. You done bought dinner 40 times. They ain't bought nothing. So, ladies, stop that. Because we love y'all. But when it comes to due diligence, y'all gonna get paid. Just do your endorsement deals. Keep working y'all game. Y'all gonna get paid. You gonna get paid. Period. I wish I can have 500,000. You know what I'm saying? Hey, give me that. And then this is another gripe. Y'all talking about pay me. Y'all don't even score over 100 points. I think the average score is like 70 and 70, between 70 and 88 points. I think that's the average score. And some of them games only a team will score 70 and the other team will have 45. That's a college game. And you. I know you get hurt. That's why they got medical for you, medical free. You ain't got to pay for that. Dental, health coverage free. Y'all be getting $1 million surgeries. You know what I mean? Free. And you get a vacation. But WNBA players, please, y'all gonna get paid, but just not right now. Y'all gotta sell out. Y'all gotta sell out the stands. Y'all gotta start. It gotta be more girls in the league, man. Each team gotta have a dunker on there, a starting dunker. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta get y'all handles right. Y'all not there yet. Not yet. Not yet. Y'all evolving. It's better. It's better. But I'm gonna tell you, y'all ain't as good as Maya Moore and Cynthia Cooper and all them was. Them girls balling. Balling. Y'all, you got a couple girls, but them girls was balling like dudes. For real, like dudes. Brandy Reed was too. Balling like a dude. I seen her get her tooth. She was practicing with the boys, the varsity. She get her tooth knocked out playing against us in practice. Pick her tooth up, put it in her sock, and still continue to kill us for 30. I'm telling you. That's when they used to be raw. Y'all getting softer now. The ratings ain't that good neither, so y'all can't get y'all money like that. And we're gonna move on, man. I wanted to talk about this because it seemed kind of weird to me, this one right here. This seems to be a conspiracy. So, Shannon Sharpe gets accused. Chad Johnson gets accused. Gilbert Arenas gets accused. I'm saying accused because I don't know what really happened. But I know Shannon forked out a couple million. He had a little civil suit. He had to, and then they showed the girl. And I'm like, Shannon, come on, man. Come on, baby. You could do way better than that. And you should be married already anyway, bro. I think with Shannon, what you what? 50 something? 50 something? You in your mid 50s, early 50s or something like mid 50s? No, you might be in your 60s, huh? Yeah, I think Shannon, you should be married already, bro. You should be married. Wanda Sykes come on your show, all on your jock strap. I don't know if you think you a cute boy or whatever, but my man, that should be your wife. Stop chasing women that don't like you. Roll with the woman that likes you, because that's the one that's gonna put some food on the table. That's the one going in hard times gonna rub your back. Put your foot in the foot bath with Epsom salt. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. This is my wife, y'all. Babe, I'm doing the podcast. I'm doing the podcast.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So if I'm Shannon, probably don't get married now, but if I'm him, I'm looking for somebody to marry. Like right now. My age, a little bit close to my age, 45, 48. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that, been liking me, but I didn't know. I'm going to get to know them, and let's do it. But that's why you got hit with this civil suit, man. Because if you would have married that little girl, she wouldn't have did this. You know it was all about money. You already know. And you using your money as power. Love is the power, baby, not the money. The money is to make sure y'all ain't in the rain. You know what I'm saying? But love is togetherness. You know, no matter what, I don't care. I'm with you. You know, I got your back. You know, I'm proud. I'm proud of you, like you proud of me. Not just because you got money and you can go over there and be like, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that. No, 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 no. And then the way you was talking on them phone calls, when they was the phone recorders that they was showing, dude, that you a professional, man. You was sounding like a goddamn sex worker, man. You sounding like a sex worker. And then you taping it too, bro. You hella old, bro. You still taping? You still taping yourself? Having sex? You ain't no porn star. See, that's why you got. That's why you got, Shannon. That's why you got. And look, I'm not saying you did anything wrong because I know it was, you know, it was she enabled you to, you know, had them good times with her, and you enabled her to have them good times with you. But still, you should, number one, you should be married already. What are you trying to be, a player at 60? Dude, you got 40 more years on this. 40. I'm giving you 40. You live to be 100. If that. And you don't want nobody by your side? You want to keep running around here thinking you can dip. You're not cool. And for you to be telling your friends who you messing with and everything, that's young boy stuff, boy. That's young. We should be seeing you in a suit, a girl in a dress. Y'all looking good. Y'all on the runway. Y'all going to see the ESPYs or whatever y'all doing. That's how we supposed to be seeing you, man. You ain't better than Eddie Murphy and all these people that's married, man. You think you better than Eddie Murphy and all these people, man? Mike Epps, all these people is married, bro. And they got personalities. You don't. You don't got no personality. You trying to be a personality, but you ain't got no personality like them. They married. And they got hella personality. You know? So you need to go find you a girl. This is Mr. Moore talking to Shannon Sharpe. Please. Bruh. And then you're getting sued again by another lady that you've been lying on. Shannon, what you doing, bro? What you doing, man? Stop it, man. Getting your contracts erased and everything. Oh. Look. I don't know, man. The world is crazy. And hold on, let me keep going because it's a couple cats, man, on here. That's for you, Shannon. You need to get married, man. Get married, man. Chad Johnson, you know you already. And you mentioned in this lawsuit, too, with Shannon Sharpe about lying about this lady at the Usher concert. You know, talking about she was fondling Usher and everything, and she was married. And the lady wasn't even married, but y'all still spreading that. Why is you spreading that? It's some reports that, like, y'all did a show and it still ain't taken down. To keep it real, I stopped watching that nightcap stuff. Because I don't even, sometimes I don't even be agreeing with what y'all be saying. You know, I love the Shay Shay Club, though. I love Shay Shay Club. Shay Shay Club, I love the Shay Shay Club. Oh, yeah. Shay Shay Club go down. But come on, Chad. And Chad, you know you've been in trouble a lot, brother. You've been in trouble a whole lot, brother, in the league. You can't be. Now look, y'all gonna have to split that 20 million. See suing y'all. Chad, you got 10 million? You got 10 million, Shannon Sharpe? No, you don't. You ain't got it. And you just gave the lady 10 million on a civil suit. Now you have to give up another 10 million? Chad, you ain't got 10 million. Get out of here, man. Y'all need to calm down, brother. Stop spreading fake news. First, do some research for yourself. I know everybody be drinking and whatever. Everybody be drinking, sipping, whatever, and then in their mind be talking to them or, oh yeah, man, she doing this, she doing that, she doing this, she doing that. Bro, investigate before you put something. Investigate and do the eye test too. Do the eye, because the eye test is the realest. The eye test is the realest. Only way the eye test ain't the realest is if you a doctor, somebody coming there aching, you don't really know what's going on. You got to go mammograms and pap smears and MRI machines. And that's your eyes right there. You can't do the eye test when you're a doctor. But when you a social media, they call it pundit or whatever, you got to do some research. You just can't put nothing out there. And that's why I love Stephen A. Smith so much, because everything he said is factual. It's facts. Sometimes he might make a mistake of putting a certain date here and there, or saying the player's name wrong, but it's still factual. It's still there. Like, it's there. Like, you could put it in the dictionary. It's there. That's why I love Stephen A. so much, man. Stephen A. is my guy, man. I wish I could meet Stephen A. Smith one day, man. I got a lot of questions for Stephen A. Now, this guy right here is one of the dumbest dudes I ever seen in my life. This dude is the goofiest human being in the sports nation. Gilbert Arenas. Now let me go back some years when Gilbert Arenas used to play for the Washington Wizards. So him and his teammate get into it in the locker room. I think Nick Young was on the team. Nick Young got a championship with the Warriors. Nick Young was in the locker room that day too. Nick Young can explain this better than anybody, but I heard Nick Young talk about it. Not recently, but when it happened. Because they broke the team up after that, I think. And Gilbert Arenas at that time was the highest paid player in the NBA. He got one of the richest deals in the NBA at the time. And he messed his money. Look. So he in the locker room. And he get into one of his players, a new player. So the player like, bro, I don't even fight, bro. I play with guns. So the next day, Gilbert Arenas bring like 3 or 4 guns in his bag into the locker room. Ball game. It's over with. It's over with. Suspensions, all kind of stuff. Then his knee went out. He never got right again. He took a lot of time, never got right again. But let's fast forward to today. Look how stupid this dude is now. The feds raid the house. They got illegal gambling. They got the tables, machines. They got ladies serving drinks all around. They making big money, big high profile. They making big money at Gilbert Arenas' house. A rented house. That's what he said. It was a rented house. A rented. So the feds raid the house, take everything. Take everybody to jail. Oh, excuse me. Gilbert Arenas bails out for $20,000. And then immediately goes to social media and say, oh, they took my passport. They did this, blah, blah, blah. They told me they don't want me to do this. They want me to come back to court. And he like, they can have that passport. I got 2 of them. Why would you say that? I know the feds came to his house after that. Like, give me that second one in since you got 2 of them. And then he said, the people that went to jail with me, they still in jail. They not giving them no bail. He like, I ain't going to jail. He said, I'm snitching before I go back to jail. He said, I'm snitching before I go to jail. And I'm like, this guy, he ain't got it all. His son just almost died in a Tesla crash. I think that was like 4 or 5 months ago, 6 months ago, 4 months ago, 3 months ago, something like that. And this guy is getting busted for illegal gambling. Hey, I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to tell you, that they look say for instance, Coca-Cola gave me $100 million, right? Because I had an idea, right? You don't think the feds gonna be looking at me and which circle I'm in? You don't think they gonna bring up my friends? You don't think they gonna look them up too? They looking them up. They want to know what I'm doing. Because what if one of my friends is doing something illegal? Because they don't want me to have $100 million. I'm talking about they. They don't want me to have $100 million. But the Fed's going to be looking at my friends, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to be like, hey, man, what old boy doing over there? What old boy doing over there? They're going to be looking at my friends. Just like they looking at Stephen A. Smith friends. Chad Ochocinco. Shannon Sharp. Gilbert Arenas. You feel me? These is all federal cases. Civil suit, that's fair, right? That's fair, right? When you civil, that's federal. Federal, civil. Gilbert, that's federal. Federal. Chad, civil suit. Federal. Well, you ain't gonna go to jail or nothing, but federal. I don't know. People were saying, everybody that messed with Stephen A. Smith going, no. No, they not. Damon Woody still clean. Molly Karam still clean. Mad Dog still clean. Chip and Dale still clean. All them boys are still clean, man. Overlowski. They ain't doing nothing crazy. Everybody still clean, man. Lil Wayne. All the Stephen A. Smith friends, man, doing good. Except these three. Because they want to be stupid. They want to do things their way. Their way. They want to do things their way. Okay, keep doing it then. Keep doing things your way. And it's going to keep costing you. Because Stephen A. crispy clean. If they come up with something on Stephen A., that's Doppler gang. When they say somebody looked it like Stephen A. did this. Because I know Stephen A. ain't it. He trying to run. They trying to ask him to run for president. Because they looked up his back. This dude crispy clean, man. This dude ain't never jaywalked. I don't even think he didn't put no bubble gum up under the desk when he was in school and none of that. That's how crispy clean Stephen A. Smith is. And he gonna stay that way too, because I know he will. I know Stephen A. will. That's your example. Y'all should be following him. Gilbert Arenas, Chad Johnson, Shannon Sharp. Come on, man. Follow the ESPN GOAT. He the ESPN GOAT right now. Best commentator ever on ESPN is this guy right here. Well, Stuart Scott was bad too. He died from cancer, but Stuart Scott was bad too. He remixed. He changed the ESPN game because he had a lot of slang that he used to say. Like little rap slang, and he was bad too. Stuart Scott was bad. Yeah. He was bad. All right, we gonna get off that. I just wanted to say that and sitting at the Shannon Sharp and Gilbert Arenas and Ocho, baby. We got a couple more topics to talk about. Hey, we gonna go right in because I hope Jerry Jones don't sign this dude and he leave. Micah Parsons. If this dude don't sign Michael Parsons, give him to us. And when we Super Bowl bound for sure, we'll lock it up. Hey, you don't want him? Send him to us, man. I know I didn't ask for about 2 players already, but hey, Michael Parsons would love to play in San Francisco. Love to play in San Francisco. I know he would. I know he would. We will take Micah Parsons. We will take Micah Parsons, man. The boy's a monster, man. I know he wear kind of like a funny number, 11 or whatever, but I'd take Micah Parsons. I would. Who wouldn't? The boy bad, man. They need to sign him right now. They should sign him right now. Like tomorrow. Jerry Jones always, you don't want to be coming above that money, but Jerry Jones said he promised Micah Parsons $200 million in a meeting. But you gotta etch it in ink, baby. Etch it in ink. Etch it in ink. That's what I want. I'm out here killing myself. I need the paper. Make me feel better. When I'm hurt and I don't want to play, and I know that 50 million, that 40 million coming to me this year, I feel good. I feel good. All right, we're going to get off that because I don't really like talking about the Dallas Cowboys. I don't like the Dallas Cowboys, man. At all. I'm a Niner fan, so Niners fans don't like no Cowboys. I got some crazy news, though, right here, man. Bay Area boy, man, acted crazy, man, the other day, man, at the Seahawks game. Marshawn Lynch, man. So I guess Seattle got him as a photographer, sideline photographer, like at the in the back of the end zone, so he could take pictures for the Seattle Seahawks or whatever during the game. So one of the running backs from his name is George Halani. The running back scored a touchdown for the Seahawks. Oh, he get in there. The opposing player is on him. They rolling around, but they finna hit the cameras of Marshawn Lynch and the other media guy. So Marshawn Lynch ended up giving the boy a stiff elbow to the back of the head. Boom! They caught it too. I say, Marshawn Lynch, why is you elbowing the Seattle Seahawks running back and hard too? He was trying to save the camera, but you could have just gave this dude a concussion with the elbow to the back of the head. Marshawn Lynch, calm down, Oakland boy. Come on, man. Hey, Lynch, stop it. I know you want some contact, man. You too old now, man. You ain't no more contact. I think Marshawn Lynch only 38 years old, y'all. I think so. I think Marshawn Lynch only 38. He's still young, man. I think Christian Okoye retired later than that. They're probably at the same age, 38. But Marshawn Lynch, calm down, baby. We like seeing you on commercials and everything. We don't want you to get in trouble, man, and fined by the NFL for taking photos and elbowing people, man. Stop it. Marshawn Lynch, baby. But yeah, stop it, Marshawn. We gonna move on to boxing. Ooh. This is the fight, to me, of the decade. It ain't going to be no better fights than this one right here unless they do part 2. Bud Crawford versus Canelo. It's not even about the money. Because Canelo getting paid $100 million, Bud Crawford only getting paid $10 million, 10% of that. But he going to take a nice purse home, though. If he win, he going to take a nice... Let me know who y'all got. Y'all comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know who y'all got for this fight, because I got Crawford. Because I seen the Canelo and Mayweather fight. Even though Crawford can't move like Mayweather, can't nobody move like the magician, right? Can't nobody move like Mayweather. But he got it like that, though. He still got it like that. He still got it like that. And he could take a punch. He could take a punch. He can really take a punch, too. He could take a... And Canelo, I mean, he ain't that fast. You see how Mayweather was making him look hella slow, like... And Crawford, he can, he can move and counter. And, whoo, he got that 2-piece too, that boom, boom. But I think Canelo gonna enable him to do a 3-piece. Boom, boom, boom. Because Canelo's slow. Canelo, he ain't slow, but he kind of slow. But he Latin though, so that head is hard. That head is, he got a rock up there. I don't know if I got to go in the distance, but it might go the distance. It just might. I don't know what the agreement is. Don't killing Crawford or whatever. But I think Crawford finna knock Canelo out. That's how I feel. Y'all can tell me how y'all feel in the comments down below. The date is September 13th. That's going to be. Woo. I'm already getting the menu ready, y'all. That's in 1 month. I'm getting the menu already ready. I'm getting the menu already ready right now. I think I'm gonna do some 7-layer dip. Shouts out to Sugar, man, for showing me how to do the 7-layer dip, baby. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do me a 7-layer dip for that day. You know, when you bring the 7-layer dip out, it's crazy. I feel that this fight is not about the money. I think it's about who work harder. I think it's about who works the hardest. As far as not just with Canelo and Bud, I think it's about. It's gonna be a lot of people watching this fight. It's gonna be a lot of bosses and from other nationalities, and it's to me. I'm not trying to be racial. Because the Indian guy set this fight up. I feel it's going to be a battle between who works the hardest, between us and them. I know they got jobs and everything. They work hard. But who works the hardest? Who goes through the most? To work at who work at their life the hardest? Who's working the hardest? That's what I think this one comes down to. Who works the hardest between them and us? Not being racial, but I think people want to see that. With two superstars of this status, they want to see it. They want to see the challenge. They want to see what it do. And Bud Crawford had to come up 14 more pounds to fight this guy. Canelo just sitting right there, comfortable. Right? Oh, what's that? I'm got hair in my nose, y'all. Trying to see who can work the hardest in this match. That's what everybody's gonna be looking at. He just not fighting for himself, man. Canelo just not fighting for his community neither. A lot of people in his Canelo community don't even like him though. I was at work and people would be like, I don't even like Canelo. He got all that money, man. He don't do nothing for the community. Y'all, hey, what he supposed to do? He do something for the people that need something to be done. Y'all get out there and work too, man. Y'all can't act like he supposed to just give hella handouts to y'all, man, because y'all doing bad out there, man. Hey, fine. Y'all got to find a life for yourself just like he did, man. He became great at what he do. So y'all got to become great at what y'all do too. That's all he's saying, man. He ain't, just because he got 100 million in the bank, that don't mean he finna be passing out 50 million. Come on, man. That's how you gonna do that? Who does that? Y'all need to be calling Bill Gates and them the billionaires, Elon Musk and them. Y'all want some handouts, you know what I'm saying? And Warren Buffett and all of them. These billionaire corporations, Apple and Google, and y'all write some letters to them, man, see if y'all can get some handouts, But these dudes are just regular people, man, with skills. So stop saying, oh, he don't do nothing for the community. Get out of here. That sounds stupid. That sounds lazy, too. Hey, this is the 49th show. did about an hour and some change. I know some people don't like to watch podcasts that's long, but y'all need to watch all this all the way through and tell me what you think, man. 49 show, representing the 49ers. We at the table in SFC, baby, and we out.